Happy Saturday morning, YouTube. As I was getting ready to record this, I was kind of laughing because a lot of times I put out material that really is kind of half baked in the sense that I really haven't quite figured it out yet. I have all of these ideas just toying around in my head all the time, and recently I and y'all, if you are interested in my material, I just want to put a plug in because I have been doing a lot of podcasting. My podcast is Blonde Haired Girl to Go. I wanted to have a way to connect with my audience, or people who are interested in my material. Well, I wouldn't even say it's my material. I would say it's like sources material, but anyway. And so people who are interested in these topics, like the nature of reality, um, you can go to my blonde haired girl to go because I wanted them to be able to like listen to it as they're like in the car or whatever, and also they're longer because I feel like my YouTubes for some reason I keep them as close to 10 minutes as possible. And so my podcasts are a lot longer. But anyway, so I had shared on this podcast that this week, it had been discovered that the Russians have hacked into our, like, well, and I'm not even sure what it all means, frankly. Like our energy system, like I don't know, this somehow our grid, like our and if you like think about it, we have this energy grid for our electricity. And I think that it's not all in one grid is my visual on it. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but you've got, you know, sub categories in different parts of the US that are the energy sources where you live. And so, and you think about all that we do with our electricity. I mean, I don't think we can drive cars without it. Like, I mean, we could for a period of time, but then once we run out of gas, we can't get gas. Like, I was thinking about there's no refrigeration. And I was just thinking about the actual like dependence that we have on just being able to plug something in. And I was thinking about us being able to dis like be able to unplug from that and go straight to an energy source like an energy source of the sun. And then I was thinking about these TikToks that I've gotten recently. Like there's this one, I think it's called Group Hug, something like that. And it's a company that sells these solar panels that you put in your window, and you can at least at the very least charge your cell phone, which would be really nice, right? But then I was thinking, how would I actually charge my computer? Because I feel like I could work from anywhere if I had access to my computer. And then I was looking at my computer, and it's like, does it have a USB port? And it doesn't. I don't think it does. And so these are things that I was laughing. I'm actually laughing sometimes because I'm thinking about you know I think about the fact that a lot of times I do my podcast in the middle of the night, and I kind of laugh because it's sort of like blonde hair girls like pillow talk. And like blonde hair girl is like, my pillow talk is, what do you think about the energy grid? And like, how can we how can we actually like plug something in with a regular plug, like to be able to cook our food or use a microwave or our coffee. These are the things that keep me up at night. Anyway, I think about it. But in essence, it would sort of take the power away from the seeming power, wouldn't it? If we could independently plug into a power source without the middleman, it's just like a thought. Like being actually, all of us individually being energy independent. I had bought this. It just so happens it's sitting here. I couldn't find it recently. I had bought this recently. It came across my screen, and it was initially made for golfers so that they could like plug in their cell phones, and it is a solar panel. One of the things that I have had has been problematic for me personally, because I have these, and I also have these two lamps that were initially made for camping, and I've had trouble with all of them. And I'm your average person and just figuring out how to use this thing. Like, because if you look right here, you have to initially like plug it in. And I don't know how often you have to plug it in, and they're kind of complicated is what I'm trying to say. So I feel like these companies really need to make these gadgets for dummies. For gadget dummies like me, who, I'm not entirely sure how to use this stuff, but how to use a regular, or somebody needs to develop where we can charge our laptops without your regular port. I don't know. It's reminding me. Have y'all ever been to Europe? Well, I've been to Europe a few times, and I remember like either the first or the second time I went to Europe. It was quite a while ago, and we had to buy this special kit to like use the electricity there because their power outlets were different than ours. So basically, what I'm talking about is is us being able to power our computers and other appliances with the USB port instead of the regular plugs. Anyway, okay, I haven't been smoking anything. And I was telling a friend of mine recently, I was like, I was like teasing her. I'm like, can you imagine me actually high? Because I'm even my thoughts are even like wilder when I'm when I when I am like doing edible or something, which I don't do very often, but because I got to be careful with that stuff. But anyway, I'm just going off. I'm gonna go. I appreciate you guys. Today I am going to shopping. I'm going Christmas shopping again with my daughter. So much fun. I just love my kids. Anyway, love you guys. I'll be back.